Hey, what's up everybody, Nexel here. Today we are playing Star Ocean Anamnesis, and for the first time ever, I'm going to be giving a mastery skill to a character. So before we get going on that, let's just go over mastery, especially for those who transition from global or who aren't really sure what mastery is. So mastery is pretty much how one character can give another character of the same class a very special set of talent. Now, the first thing you have to be considerate of when it comes to mastery is which characters are capable of giving talent to another character. So mastery is not something that exists on all characters. Only some characters have it and have the ability to give it to another character. So what I like to use, there's actually two online resources that I like to use in order to check for mastery. The first one is an Excel sheet with Google or Google Sheets called SOAJP tier list. And at the bottom here, they do have a tab for mastery, and it's kind of a nice tab because it lets you know what the mastery talent is, as well as characters that are able to give it. So in this case, you can get it for invokers from Christmas Perichi. You can give it to attackers from either Summer Tika, Blue Sphere Chisato, or New Year's Kalin. So there's a few ways to get Vanguard. Again, it has to match up with the role. So an attacker that has mastery can only give that mastery to another attacker. We have Blindside as another mastery skill. So it's not one character has all the mastery skills. They have a very specific mastery that they're able to pass down to others. And this is just a nice little guide that kind of shows like what a description of the mastery talents are, and then exactly which talents are being given to a character, which characters benefit the most from having that mastery talent. So it's a pretty nice sheet. It's a little outdated because it's missing interrupt from the Chinese New Year Claire, but it's pretty updated on a regular basis, which is pretty good. The next resource that I like to use is called SOAJP English Resource, and this is more like a Google Doc. So in this one, it pretty much has almost every single character that comes out, and then if you go to the specific page and just search for mastery, it pops up right there. So for example, Maid Fiore has the mastery sight out or blindside on the other Google Doc. So these are the two guides that I like to use in order to check for which characters have mastery, as well as which mastery talent they are giving to another character. So let's go ahead and mute that. So we do have a character that is capable of doing that, and in order to access mastery, you're first going to hit the characters tab at the bottom. Then you're going to hit the mastery talent right here, or the mastery tab right there, and it gives you these little 5 slots. Pretty much you hit the green slot and then you pick the character that has mastery. Another way of actually checking if a character has mastery based on their banner alone, I actually wanted to mention this earlier. So we have this picture from when we pulled for New Year's Kalin and New Year's Raimi, and in the corner of the little Kalin image is a silver and gold box, and that is essentially a mastery skill. So it's kind of hard to read, it's a little out of focus, but that's pretty much saying that New Year's Kalin will give the Vanguard mastery skill. So when you're looking at a banner, there is a way to check to see if the character is capable of giving mastery. But moving back here, so again, you hit the green box and then you pick the character that is going to be giving the skill. So for example, I am going to be giving Vanguard, which comes from the New Year's Kalin. So then you hit the blue button at the bottom that says you've decided. And then next you're going to pick the character to give the mastery skill to. So in this case, I'm going to be giving it to my Kasumi. And then again, we've hit decided. So I'm pretty sure, I haven't actually translated what all this is, but pretty much it's, if I had to guess, it's saying that once you establish this mastery relationship, you cannot give that mastery skill to another character without breaking this relationship first. So every single character that is capable of giving mastery can only have a one-to-one relationship with another character. So for example, if I give the New Year's Kalin mastery to Kasumi, then I'd have to break that New Year's Kalin Kasumi bond before I can give that mastery talent to another attacker. For example, a Joker, or let's just see what else we got here, or my Summer Maria. So I would have to break that relationship between the Kalin and the Kasumi before I could give that mastery talent to another character. Another thing to be mindful of is that you actually have to have the character that has mastery, you have to level them up to a certain extent. I'm not 100% sure exactly what that is, but the minute I was able to make this New Year's Colleen level 70, that's when she popped up in my Masteries tab. And of course, the character that you're giving Mastery to also has to be pretty much max, not max limit break, but they have to be augmented to a 6-star version, and then I think they have to be at max level. I'm not 100% sure, but all these are max level and all of these are 6-star. So we're going to go ahead and get started with our Kasumi here. So yes, we want to establish this bond. The bond has been formed, and now Kasumi is seen as a pupil of the New Year's Colleen. So this is just a short tutorial. Again, I'm not going to read all of this, but essentially there are training steps in order to get the mastery skill. So you see Kasumi all the way on the left here, and then you see the New Year's Colleen all the way on the right. And pretty much what all this is that you have to level up that character to get the mastery skill. So for example, we have these 3 different options for paying how we can level up these nodes. I can't really tap on each one of them, or can I? Yep. So each node essentially shows you what different options you have for paying that node. So if we start here, for example, let's go ahead. We are going to use red small experience crystals. So let's go ahead and do that. I don't know if there's a difference between doing any of these, to be honest with you. It looks like it's just different resources that you're able to use, but I'm not 100% sure what the difference is between them. But yeah, we can go ahead and do this. Boom, leveled up. So now we move on to the next one, and we are unable to tap on any of the other 2 options. So again, I'm not 100% sure what the difference is between choosing some of these. It looks like it matters. I'm not exactly sure why it matters, because some of these images carry over. Like, I don't know if some of them particularly level up a certain stat. So for example, did I just level up the defensive stat by choosing the yellow one? In this case, let's go ahead and choose the red one, because as an attacker, we want to be able to increase her attack power. So that's what it looks like. I'm not 100% sure if it really does matter here, but let's go ahead and just keep trucking along. I'm pretty sure it does matter. I'm like pretty confident it does matter, and I'm just kind of guffawing my way through it. Let's see here. Yeah, if I could read that Japanese text at the top, then that would be more helpful. Again, this is actually my first time giving anyone mastery, so I'm not 100% sure what each thing does. I think this increases attack power. It really looks like it does. And see, it's a lot of resources to give someone mastery. So once you decide that you want to give them mastery, make sure that you have the appropriate resources. I had a bunch of like mastery scrolls that I saved up essentially for this moment here. And it looks like, I'm not sure what the blue one does. They all look like they do something different. Maybe it corresponds to the seed of the appropriate color. So for example, if we do the blue one here, does that increase our AP? I'm not sure, but we're going to do it because really mastery scrolls that's all they're good for. Oh, wait a minute. Did I mess up? I feel like I messed up. Oh, did I break the bond? Oh my gosh, I'm so dumb. All right, well anyways, let's redo this. Let's go ahead and I think it does correlate to the seeds. I'm not 100% sure though, to be perfectly honest. I'm sorry, y'all. I wish I kind of researched this a little bit further. But regardless, let's go ahead and give our Kasumi mastery. That is what we came here to do. If I figure it out, I will make a follow-up video in regards to it. So maybe this will just be like mastery part 1. But let's go ahead and choose the one that looks like it increases the strength of our Kasumi, because that's what we care about. The blue one, I'm not 100% sure, but if there are mastery scrolls for it, it's gotta be something specific. So let's go ahead, just use all our mastery scrolls here, because that's all they're good for. And I don't think we got the resources back. So once we broke the bond, I don't think we got those resources back. All right. So now they stand on the same plane and full mastership. Again, this is the first time I've ever done this, so hopefully I can get a better understanding of it. This says mastery. I'm not sure what that says. Mastery pass medal? I think that's what it says. And I'm pretty sure that actually shows up when we look at our Kasumi. So if we go to our character screen and then take a look at our Kasumi, so let's go ahead and let's go here. Why not? Okay, so it's kind of hard to see, but right next to her role where it says attacker in the top left, you can see that it now looks more like a medal. So they added that little ribbon piece right underneath the attacking symbol, showing that she's got mastery. If we go to a different attacker, let's just say this Joker, it's not the medal, it's just the red circle with the knives in it that represents an attacker. So this means we have correctly given our Kasumi mastery, and now she has the Vanguard ability. Let me see if this actually shows up for her. Let's just highlight her, see if it shows up in her talents. So here are her talents, and yep, here it is. So the Vanguard Mastery now shows up on the bottom there. So Kasumi is probably one of the best ones to give Vanguard to, just because she benefits a lot from charge assaulting. So that's why. And I just wanted to make a quick video about everything I knew about mastery so far. I'll take a look into what the different stages of those masteries were, kind of choosing which ones do what. But all in all, it's really about passing that mastery skill. I think it might just be a minute detail, but I'll take a look into it, and if I figure it out, I will make a follow-up video. But with that being said, that is me with my first ever mastery, trying to explain it as best as I can. Hopefully it was helpful to someone out there who's trying to get a good grip on how to do mastery, how to figure out which characters give mastery, and then the steps in order to imbue mastery in a character. But with that being said, that is all for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to leave them down in the comments below, and I'd be happy to answer when I have the time. But as always, everyone, until next time, take it easy.